Hi, I'm Emily Willison. For my project, I chose to look into the online undercover investigations of sexual exploitation of minors. So, police using the internet in order to find offenders who are also using the internet in order to exploit minors in sexual manners. So the article that I chose looked into the second National Online Victimization Study, which was a study done in both 2000 as well as 2006, but the researchers only chose to look into the one from 2006. So the NJOV2 was a series of mail and telephone surveys that were done in order to collect data from police departments who had cases or had completed arrests surrounding the sexual exploitation of minors through the internet. So they did so in order to look into 4 issues. The first being the 2 main categories of online undercover investigations. So they found that there was 2 main ones, as I mentioned. The first being those targeting offenders using the internet in order to seek sex with a minor, and the second being those who are using the internet for the download, the distribution, the sale of child pornography. So the second reason that they were looking into this data was to look at the difference between those offenders, those who are using it for the distribution of child pornography and those who were using it for the sexual exploitation of minors. They found that one of the very large differences between the 2 offenders was their age difference. So those that were seeking sex with minors were often younger than those who were using it for child pornography. However, child pornography, those using it for the distribution of child pornography, were more likely to have prior arrests for an assault against a minor. They were also looking into it for the outcome of the arrests. So with the outcomes, they found that those who were using the internet for the distribution of child pornography were far more likely to receive federal charges, where those who were in it for the sexual exploitation of minors or seeking sex with a minor were far more likely to receive state charges. However, those using the internet for child pornography, the distribution and the download and the trade, the sale, what have you, received on average longer incarceration. And those who were seeking sex with a minor were more likely to receive a probation period, getting out of jail a little early. And they were also looking into how investigative techniques may differ between the 2 types of investigations involving the 2 types of offenders. So they found that those seeking sex with a minor were far more likely to be investigated by state, local, or county agencies, whereas those using the internet for the distribution of child pornography were far more likely to be investigated by federal or task force agencies, and were also more likely to have search warrants released on them, whereas those seeking sex with a minor were more likely to have consent searches or vehicle searches done on them. This is important. I believe in today's society, this is a very important issue because of how fast technology is changing and how much easier that is making it for offenders, especially with the distribution of child pornography, how much easier it is getting for them to distribute it or to download or to trade or to sell it. And with those seeking sex with a minor, it's much more easy to come in contact or to earn the trust, especially if you're putting up a fake profile or what have you to earn the trust of the minor is very much easier to do in a deceitful way over the internet when they can't actually see who you are. Because this was done through telephone and mail interviews, however, there is room for error in reporting or bias through like training, attitudes, or just the adversarial role that some people take in these cases. I believe that it's just a very important issue due to society's ever-changing technology. However, that can also become one of the issues. It can become very hard for the officers to keep up with this technology in ways that the offenders are doing. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.